Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Let's talk about Roy Morris. He is well known in Barbados. He started two papers, or he was the editor of two newspapers. So he's like popular in Barbados. Mia Motley, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is or was, but Mia Motley hired Roy Morris to be her press secretary. He thought it was beneath him. He thought that being her press secretary, like answering her emails, that kind of stuff, it was beneath him, okay? So, you know how you moan and you groan. Now he's head of citizens engagement. I don't know if that's any better, but that's now his new title. He's the head of citizen engagement. Now, people who call him are saying, Roy Morris is not picking up the phone. Roy Morris is not picking up the phone. And for some reason, although he always pushed, citizen awareness, and when he was working at the newspaper, when he was on Fundabell, he always seemed to be like engaged in what was happening on the ground. Being with Mia Motley, he's arrogant. They said, arrogant. And he hangs up the phone when people call. He's rude, disrespectful, especially to older people, okay? Very much so to older people. I have the chat going. People are complaining. They're complaining to the Prime Minister about him. She's breathing down his neck, but nothing is changing. Nothing has changed. Roy Morris does not answer the phone. When people call him, he's not answering the phone. And he's saying that every time, this is what is alleged, every time he picks up the phone, people are complaining about they want a house, they don't have no money, they need food to feed their kids, complaint after complaint, and it's too much for him. He says he cannot take it. He cannot take it. Now, after losing his mansion in Wanstead, and he had to go up there in St. Andrew where he's living now, you know the story. He had to take any job that came his way, because I'm telling you, people are thinking that Roy Morris is thinking that what he's doing in the Mia Motley administration is beneath him. It is beneath him. Okay, so whereas when he worked for the newspapers and he was there to help people, this is him when he was arrested and charged with rape. There he is at court. Yeah, when he was working at the as a newspaper guy, and people with issues, and he was always there to reach out to them and have his people go out and take their stories. Now with Mia Motley, he's hanging up the phone on people. He's hanging up the phone on people. Now, do you know how much he's being paid? Do you know how much taxpayers' money Roy Morris is getting every month in that position? Do you know? And people who are going to him for the citizens engagement, are you really being pointed to the right people? Because that's what he's supposed to do. If you come to him with an issue, he points you to the ombudsman or wherever you're supposed to go. He's supposed to give you those instructions and help you. He's supposed to facilitate things. Are you being helped by Roy Morris in his new position with Mia Motley? And is Mia Motley aware? Mia Motley, are you aware that people are complaining that Roy Morris is snobbish and that he is not answering his phone? When you call him, he's not answering his phone, and sometimes he even has the audacity to hang up. He hangs up on people, especially older folk. Okay, so please, he may prefer to work on Fundabell, but he's on Bay Street now. Okay, you're on Bay Street now, Roy. So you're being paid by taxpayers. Okay, so people expect you to pick up your phone when they call, and they talk about customer service in Barbados and how low it is. You should set an example, Roy. You can't be hanging up the phone in people's ears. You can't be yelling at people and shouting at people and being rude to people when they call you, being disrespectful and arrogant. Roy, You are a media personality. You should bring that part to this job that you have now on Bay Street. Bring that media personality with you. But he feels as though, excuse me, Roy actually feels as though working for Mia is a step down. It is a step down. But after, as I said, losing his house in Wanstead Heights, he had to take whatever came to him. But Mia should be aware. Mia Motley should be aware that Roy Morris is not doing any work. Roy Morris is not doing the work he is engaged to do. And when he does have to do it, it's with scorn. He's not happy. Mia Motley, relieve him. Relieve him. He's not happy doing what he's doing. He thinks it's beneath him, and that sentiment, what he's feeling, it shows up when he's dealing with the public. Okay, this is Sherry Veronica.